Great. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Payback as a Lich. After our small hiatus of 1 week, as the Liches had to um, polish their phylacteries and take care of dust their layers, take a little long rest, um, and now we're back. And well, and for those of you who are accompanying us in these gloriously undead heroes or anti-heroes, we are about to dive into this twisted Dungeons and Dragons campaign where instead of heroes that usually rise to the occasion, we have a bunch of liches, that opportunistic liches that are rising to the opportunity of taking advantage of a bad situation for the multiverse. Yes, you heard right. These are power hungry, evil creatures, soul sucking creatures, undead spellcasters who have traded their mortal bodies for eternal life and a whole lot of magical firepower. But they have a little bit of a problem in between what they want, in between their ambition and now, which is another lich, a powerful one, a big bad guy of the multiverse called Vecna, who recently wiped the floor with the last hope of the multiverse, a group of so-called heroes that the Wizard's Tree had sent to try and stop Vecna and stop his plans. Unfortunately, they were catastrophically destroyed. They failed so spectacularly that it's I would say, was almost comedy. Almost comedy. Think about the world's most tragic slapstick. That's kind of how it play out. But here's the kicker: those fallen heroes left behind a golden opportunity. This rod of 7 parts, which no one knew how to use properly. It was said that it could stop Vecna, but it doesn't do much. You cast Identify and you discover, okay, it's an artifact. It has a bunch of cool powers. But there is something else. This is indeed an ancient artifact. Even in terms of D&D history, it goes back to very early editions. And it's a relic. And a simple identify spell is not going to tell everything that this thing does. There are some things that you either need to know because you've researched the occult lore of the multiverse, or you must have spells and magic that are more powerful than 9th level. Things that, unfortunately, since Mistress ban in the multiverse, no one can cast anything above 9th level. Well, maybe Vecna will fix this when he starts to reshape the multiverse to his image. But of course, you guys are not going to let one lich dictates how you're going to live the rest of your own life. So you want to shape the multiverse yourselves to your own liking. Exploit the very bad situation the multiverse is in, and backstab everybody a little bit more, grab a little bit more power on your way up, and hopefully get your revenge on Vecna for all these deliciously petty reasons you may have or not. It's time to make him pay for being number one. And without further ado, let's get to know our protagonists around the table. We have today the Spirit King Creek, once a bard who sang tales of heroism, is now an undead maestro with a grudge that is the size of an opera. He's indeed looking to destroy Vecna with his melodies. Creek, say hello to our audience.
Oh, hey everyone, here it's Creek, the Bard Lich himself, master of sweet-talking the undead and the immortals.
Very good, very good. And we also have Cyril, our chronology wizard, who unfortunately, lost his wife in the ritual for them to become liches and turn their corpses into eternal beings so that they could continue research and continue their obsessive research about time. Now, Cyril's ticking away the moments until he can rewind Vecna out of existence. And Cyril, say hello to our audience.
How are we doing, guys? Cyril here, self-proclaimed Scorpion King himself.
Very nice, Scorpion King. After had the brilliant idea of put on Dawn a cursed armor that turned him into this gigantic scorpion-like creature construct, and inside, of course, Cyril can't occupy the entire armor, but it still works somehow with his skills. And also we have Midge, the Circle of Spores druid. Midge has been a fungal-loving druid until, of course, nature starts to get out of whack thanks to Vecna. Now she is a lichen lich, and she's here to make sure Vecna pays for disturbing the natural balance of things. So say hello to our audience, Midge.
Hello, everyone!
Very nice.
That's about it. I don't have much more to say.
We also have tonight Morrigan, also known as the Hope Prophet. Should probably Hopeless Prophet, or the lack, or maybe the end of hope, or the anyway. Morrigan's dreams of ruling Neverwinter turned into nightmare when Vecna tricked him into lichdom, and now he's rallying forces in wild space to top Vecna and take the throne to himself. Morrigan, say hello to our audience.
Hello, everybody. Been a while since I've been in, but looking forward to get back into it and see what shenanigans is going on.
Very good, very good. And finally, we have Necrolumpa, our blade-singing wizard, once a Harper's agent and a very prominent wizard. Necrolumpa tried to stop Vecna once with her party, and they also failed catastrophically. And in that process, Necrolumpa was corrupted by Vecna's entropic magic, and she became a lich, something that she hates about herself. And she's been sharpening her blades ever since, just waiting for her chance to cut Vecna down. So, Necrolumpa, say hello to our audience.
Hi, everyone. To be honest, it's growing on me. I'm kind of liking these new powers, I will say.
Yes, evil is tantalizing. All right, so and with that, let me give our audience a quick summary of our last session, where you guys find yourselves. Necrolumpa had been kidnapped by Mr. Sunfall, one of the young guns liches working for Vecna, and she was taken to the catacombs under Castle Never in Neverwinter. In there, she was being kept prisoner for some time. Apparently, they wanted to bring her to Vecna, but you guys lost little time. No, by you guys, I mean two of you. Decided, yeah, it would be too much of a waste to let her just perish at the hands of Vecna. So maybe we should get her back, or maybe it was just because she knows a little bit too much, and you really don't want her, whatever she knows, to be knowledge that Vecna has. Particularly, Volkar was very concerned that Vecna discovers that he's alive and or unalive, and that he's still punching and preparing a vendetta against him. So Volkar animated Midge and Creek in order to try this rescue attempt. They were fairly quick to to infiltrate into that underground complex. A massive, what seems to be some sort of mix between a conjuration circle and a protective circle. And they've managed to release Necrolumpa while Mr. Sunfall went for a little walk. Necrolumpa managed to free herself. She has had a little bit of a conversation with Vecna, kind of a one-sided conversation, and he actually granted a charm to her. While the rest of you guys decided, since you arrived there, how about we just take the souls of these cultists and that were there apparently concentrating on some sort of protective spell or prison for Necrolumpa, and you guys decided, we're a bit hungry, let's go for a snack. And yeah, the problem is every time you would defeat one of these cultists, they would immediately turn into a ghost. And those ghosts look at your Lich's bodies, they're completely empty and hollow without a soul, because your souls are in your phylacteries, and they find that quite tasty. That's an opportunity to have a little shell, a little house of themselves, you know. It's finally they can be a little body owner, and inside your bodies maybe they are deserving of Vecna's grace. And it took them no time to come to you, and of course they are ghosts, they don't give a lot of damage to you guys, but they do present a risk of taking your bodies. And turns out they've managed to take Volkar, your patron per se, and now he's possessed with the soul of one of these cultists, who thinks that it's going to be a good idea now to bring him back to Vecna and gains Vecna's grace. Now, wouldn't that thwart every single plan you guys have? Now, can you imagine delivering Volkar to Vecna after Vecna had thought that Volkar was completely obliterated by his assassin? Well, it would be quite a surprise that ghost would definitely get a promotion, but still would thwart everything you guys are trying to accomplish. Even your most selfish objectives would be on the line if this happens. Well, lucky you. You are still there and capable of fighting, and there's at least one more ghost that is breathing in Necrolumpa's neck, who's hoping to get the best of her. While Ronaldo went back to feed his phylactery, back to his lair, so was Cyril, and Morrigan apparently went to take care of his children, which I assume was his army somewhere in wild space. And yeah, no one knows exactly where he is. It's been a few hours since you guys had to go into the catacombs under the Never Death graveyard. Not even a day has passed. You didn't even have a chance to take a long rest, maybe a short rest. And on that note, let me bring you back to the catacombs, where a fight was ongoing, and we had left in the middle of the at the top of the initiative, and we now had Necrolumpa. Necrolumpa, what would you like to do? If you are there, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You
now?
might be muted. Nope, still very low.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Very far away from the mic.
God is right in front of me.
All right, now I can hear you.
All right, hopefully. Well, I don't have much options, so it's my turn. Ooh. Could you please quickly just remind me? My things are still loading on my side. Is it 60 feet that I have?
60 feet of speed, 50.
Yeah, 50. All right, so. All Right. I guess the only thing I'll be able to do is run away. So I will move right about here. Which is my
you're gonna take an opportunity attack from the ghost.
Oof. Okay.
And that ghost is trying to hit you for an 18, which doesn't hit you.
No.
That's it.
And I will try, I guess, probably not gonna work though. A ray of frost. I don't have anything, to be honest, so.
Can't trip your way out of this.
Pretty much.
All right.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does.
Okay, and how it... Well, 21 as well, so I guess 8.
Yeah, both hit. Go ahead and roll damage for us.
8. That is for a total of 37 points.
And you hear that last scream from that ghost as it as it's frozen into oblivion.
Where is Oh, alright, Volker's there. Yeah, that would be the end of my turn, really.
Midge calls out,
Nice job! Now we got a free Volcar!
Yep, I gotta run and get my things. Are we out of initiative or not? No.
Absolutely not. Volcar is not a friend.
Alright.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
All right. Creek, what would you like to do?
Oh no, guys. What do we have to get Volcar back?
I think we have to knock him unconscious, and then the ghost will leave him.
Sounds like a fair plan.
Either that, or I was thinking of playing it to kind of like try, because this is what I was saying, the only thing I can do is roleplay really, to make the ghost, like to make like a pact with the ghost kind of thing, like trick her. I know Legend's gonna hear us, but yeah. Because they made a comment about me and they were like, oh, go with the whispered one and whatnot. So maybe I can tell them, why don't you possess my body and then Vecna? Because they don't really, I don't think they know who, or the ghost knows who Volcar is. So maybe I can trick them into saying, here, take my body and then leave the old man alone or something like that. I don't know.
I like your plan, so I know what I'm gonna do.
All right.
As a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Necrolumpa, and I say to her, Necrolumpa, you're looking so brave and bold, and so what we told, you're bad to the bone. And I as part of inspire you.
All right. Necrolumpa, you're now inspired, and that's a D12, correct?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Midge, you still have your bardic inspiration as well.
yeah.
And then I'll
And
move
Craig,
closer.
you're still concentrating on passage without a trace, in case you forgot.
Yes. So I'll move my speed, and then since I can't reach him, actually, let me double check. Nope, I'll just dodge as my action. And that'll end my turn.
That's it. You ready? Action dodge.
Yep.
Okay. And then you notice the ghost, the spirit on inside Volcar starts to just fumble around.
Okay, what can this body do? I don't know what this staff does. I don't know what this one does. Oops, can't remove the patch. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this moves the right leg. This moves the left leg. Okay, that's a nice ring, but I have no idea what it does. Okay. Oh, what is this? What is this? That seems like booze. Oh my god. I haven't drank booze in so long. I think I might as well enjoy just a little sip.
And as the little spirit says that, it opens Volkar's iron flask.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
And out of that iron flask,
Oh god.
this majestic yet slightly saddened looking solar comes out in its mighty form. Let me show to you all how Sir Brownose looks like. And Sir Brownose looks like someone who is whose soul has been damned as he's been captured by Volkar. He is definitely strong, definitely powerful, and definitely a Brownose. As he looks around and he says, "Master, thank you for summoning me, and once again, trust me with your wisdom and your guidance. What shall I do? I'm at your disposal."
Did you just come out of this flask? Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am talking to you, Master. I'm waiting for your command. I will do my bidding, as it is my burden to carry.
Okay. How about you destroy all those other liches over there, and then you come back to the flask? Is that okay with you?
Yes, of course, Master. I will do as you say. And just like that, Sir Brownose joins the initiative.
Amazing.
Great.
Oh boy.
And he acts just before Volker. Just after Volker. All right. And I'm sure you guys are all excited about this. And the spirit inside Volker
says, okay, fine. I didn't even know this existed. This is so cool. Look at that. I have a whole celestial just for me, and I can make him do whatever things. Oh, Vecna is going to be so happy with me.
And that's the end of Volker's turn. And Sir Brownose is definitely going to attack you guys as he flies about 60 feet up in the air vertically. And he looks at all of you and he says, "Well, at least by doing this bidding, I'm eliminating evil." And he pulls his massive slaying longbow. Yes, you heard that right. Slaying longbow. Because Solars have this fun weapon that if they hit a target and the creature has 100 hit points or fewer, they must pass a Constitution saving throw or die.
Nice.
And
What?
It's nice not being there, not gonna
I
lie.
was about to say, Legend, no rush bringing us there at all.
By the way, that reminds me. Great segue. That reminds me. While Sir Brownose is putting the ammunition in his weapon, let me cut back to Cyril. Where the hell is Cyril? Ah, there he is. Cyril, back to your lair, that clock tower that you used to use as a study room for you and your wife back in the day when she was still alive. No one even knows that this place exists. It's abandoned, and don't worry, I'm not going to reveal the location. And Cyril, you come back to her old study room, and where she used to sometimes spend the nights here, and now it's your old study room. And you see the clock tower beneath you. What would you like to do here after feeding your phylactery? And the pigeons, of course.
And the pigeons, of course. How could one forget the pigeons?
Yeah.
Cyril, obviously unaware of what's going on with the rest of the group, is going to, as a Lich does, who has all the time in the world, take his sweet time returning to the group. Maybe he'll tend to his pigeons a little bit more, and maybe he'll continue playing the game of dragon chess with himself that he's been playing for hundreds of years.
Wasn't much nicer when your wife was there beating your ass in chess, and now you sit there and you just imagine if she was here, what would be her next move. It's quite a good exercise of schizophrenia. Yeah.
It's good for someone whose brain is rotting to keep brain training in the daily routine, you know?
Indeed, I completely agree with you. As this is happening a little bit back in time, not at the same time that, a little bit earlier in the timeline. You've not at the same time as the combat. You had some time to feed the pigeons, and suddenly you hear a little sending message from Volkar. Hey! I know it's a lot of armor for you to just drag around when you have some time, you know, when it's convenient to you. Come meet us in Neverwinter. We're going to the catacombs under Castle Never.
Don't worry, Volkar. I've all the time in the world. And he's slowly going to get up with his basically negative strength and his 20 speed and slowly make his way to Neverwinter catacombs.
How exactly are you going to do that? Because you're not even in the same plane of existence.
How exactly am I going to do that is the question. I'm going to...
As you jump down into the clock room.
I'm going to go the same way I got here.
Which was? How did you get here, Cyril?
My brain is not what it used to be after all these years and endless chess games in my head, you know.
Did you plane shift? Is this a demi-plane? Did you teleport? Did you use the Necro Tree's teleportation circle to come to a teleportation circle in this tower?
I think I would have done the teleportation with the Necro Tree, but I wouldn't be able to get back then is the only problem.
Very clever. And now that you are here, are you going back downstairs to the teleportation circle?
Yes.
I really like your tower. It has a very jazzy, urban vibe to it.
I like it too. I feel like, you know, a nice little cafe here and there that this music would do really well.
Yeah, indeed. You should put some furniture around. I mean, granted, your wife used to use this for her experiments and all sorts of stuff, but the place seems a bit empty, Cyril. Maybe you should just, have a hoard. Who knows?
I mean, there's still plenty of time to start the collection.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it doesn't even look like a very necromantic place. I mean, you need some catacombs, maybe some skeletons, maybe some hourglasses somewhere. Just saying.
I'll work on it. I'll figure something out.
All right. And as you climb down the stairs to your... Let me bring you. As you climb down the stairs to your... to the next floor, you see the pendulums and everything. Which, by the way, reminds me, this doesn't seem to be the right... There you go.
Ah, yes.
All right. So you just need to really just go downstairs, as
And
see all that. Look at all that clockwork. What is there?
A thing of beauty, some would say.
I must say, I would not expect some of those cogwheels to be made of to have runes and eyes attached to them, but I'm not here to judge, Cyril.
I mean, look, some would say each to their own. Others prefer a more quiet taste, like myself. You know, kind of going for that jazzy nightclub, jazzy cafe buzz. You know,
Yeah.
trying to be really enticing for my prisoned souls. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue my way to the teleportation circle in the middle, I'm assuming.
Very nice. And just like that, you see that the entrance, the double doors. Now you're going up.
Oh.
Cyril, it's like you don't remember your own place anymore.
It's just getting so confused with, all this time.
It's almost as if it's the first time you've been here.
No, definitely not.
As you climb downstairs in your clockwork tower, you arrive at that massive statue of what are those? Are those demons, Cyril? What is that decoration there?
Some would say demons. Other would say obstructive artwork, or not obstructive. What's the word?
Abstract? No?
I can't think of the word now. It's just escaped my mind.
Abstract.
Abstract. That's the one.
All right. Okay. It is. It comes with the age. It's okay.
Yeah.
Volkar always forgets things. All right. It seems that on top of these four semi-heads of demons or devils or abstract work, whatever you want to call, there's a permanent teleportation circle there. Isn't your little lair fancy?
How convenient, eh?
Oh, how convenient.
Now you know how I felt last week or last session. I was like, I don't know anything about this place.
No, you gotta pretend you do know everything. I have to say, very sick though. Cyril, with his heavy armor, is just going to slowly climb up into his teleportation circle.
Very nice, and it's surrounded by a slightly taller ledge. So if someone just comes and enters to those double doors there that leads to the street somewhere, they won't actually see the teleportation circle. And just like that, your temporal magic works once more, and you use your teleportation circle to return back to where, Cyril? Where are you going?
The Neverwinter Crypts.
Do you have the coordinates for the teleportation circle there?
I'm sure Volkar gave them to me. He's a very smart man. He would have thought of something of such simplicity to ask.
Oh, those are very complicated coordinates, Cyril. You won't get there just by will, and unfortunately he has not sent you the coordinates. He just told you to to go to the catacombs under Castle Never.
Can I get to Neverwinter on its own?
You can definitely go to in general to general area in Neverwinter.
Okay, I'll do that, and hopefully
you could potentially use more powerful magic to go exactly where Volcar is.
I know what you want me to do, Legend, and I know. I'm not casting Wish.
Do it.
No. I wouldn't ever suggest you to cast Wish. You could cast something else through Wish. That was more of my point.
I don't know what you're implying, but I'll just go to Neverwinter.
All right. So you just go to Neverwinter general area using your permanent teleportation circle.
The outskirts, possibly. Yeah.
The outskirts.
And your 20 feet movement. Guys, we're screwed. He's not going to be here for another 3 weeks.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'll cast Wish. I'll cast Wish to. My wish would be to return to the location.
Are you casting Wish to reproduce the effect of a spell of up to 8th level, or are you going off script here and just really casting Wish for running the risk of never casting it again?
I'm going to do the first option. Whatever it is you're implying.
All right. So when you cast Wish, there are some standard options which you don't have to suffer the Wish stress in order to cast them. So if you're duplicating a spell, the effect of a spell of 8th level or lower, you don't need any of the requirements of the spell, and you don't need any of the costly components, and you can just Wish cast a spell of 8th level or lower, and you don't run any risk when you do so of having the Wish stress applied to you. Now, if you go off script and you go out of any of those standard effects, then you have a 33% chance that you are never going to be able to cast Wish again, and your already very low strength is going to be even lower.
I get you. So yeah, I will cast Wish at a lower level to get to the group. I'm not sure what spell I have to use. Would you like
to think about that for a little while, and we get back to you later?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Think about what is the spell that you would like to Wish cast.
Perfect. Thank you.
From 8th level or lower, and we'll return to you. Now, while you were figuring that out, going through the pages of your spell book and like, what could I cast? Morrigan, you're somewhere in wild space, maybe in the Astral Sea. I don't want to tell the audience where you are. Certainly don't want to tell the other Liches where you are. I mean, that's very sensitive information. Would you care to tell us what you've been doing?
Morrigan got beckoned back to his space station because there was one of his his right-hand man, Vapad, was abducted by a hag, and he was trying to sort that out. And then his weapon that he created, called the Doom, was also abducted by a hag. So he's been stressing about hags in wild space.
Oh, I just disconnected for some reason. Discord decided it was time to cut me off. Censorship. Sorry. Please resume, Morrigan.
So
I was hearing about Vapad being kidnapped, and then the Doom.
So he's been his weapon that he created to take over was abducted by a hag, and his right-hand man was also abducted by a hag. So Hope Prophet returned to wild space to figure out how to, get rid of hags forever, and he's been just stressing in wild space.
Stressing in wild space.
About hags, yeah.
Okay. And could you tell us a little bit more? What have you done in order to save Vapad and the Dune?
So far, nothing's really worked. Nothing's really worked. He's begged and pleaded to a higher power, and he's waiting for that higher power to throw him a bone. And
don't you have enough bones in your body already, Morrigan? Some of them are not even attached.
See, Midge is usually there to help him stick them back in, especially when his jaw gets. But Midge is nowhere to be seen, and he's not in a good way, but he's ready to return at some point soon.
Well, let's give a. Do you consent in us giving the audience a little glimpse of your special place in the Astral Sea?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at there. And guys, don't think that this is not an evil place, huh? It definitely was not his intent to make it look like an obviously evil tower.
Absolutely not.
I wait to see this.
No, not obvious at all.
Oh wow.
No, that clearly he meant to make this place look like a nice place. It is welcoming to everybody.
Yeah, so obviously he leads a double life. He owns a space station, but he can't have his space station looking like, the Eye of Sauron's little brother. So he needed to make his own place close to the space station. It makes perfect sense when you say it like that, right?
Yeah, of course. Yes. And Morrigan, how do you plan to return now that you figured out that there is not much you can do and you're waiting for someone to throw you a bone? Oh, yes. Sorry. And why am I with this jazzy music? Since you are in the middle of the astral plane, I should be with a more adequate ambient sound. So, Morrigan, how do you plan to return to the rest of the party now that you've been absent for some time, dealing with your own personal issues?
Well, he's at first he's. Please tell me I have the spell prepped. Nope, I do not. That is really annoying. He is going to. He's going to open his Librum and hope that his Librum has some answers.
And Morrigan, not trying to pry too much, but could you give us a little tour of your crib?
Oh yeah, of course. So this is his table, who he's named Timothy the Table.
Timothy the Table.
Yeah. This is I don't know. Next over here, there's this little rug is a very special rug. He had a great friend with 4 legs and 2 horns called Gary, and that's where Gary slept. Gary was a goat. He was a great goat. He was a fantastic goat. I don't know why he has a lot of fresh vegetables, Morrigan, because
I was about to ask you the same thing. Why do you have a lot of fresh, and why do you have a bathroom?
To feed Gary.
Actually, to feed Gary. It's been a long time since Gary's been around. It's been a long time since Gary's been around.
So this must be in the Astral Sea because the veggies are not going bad.
Yeah.
I see. The Astral Sea nothing gets old, so the veggies are always good. They never age.
It's almost so Gary. It's almost like, do you know how paladins have an aura of protection around them? Gary has an aura of vegetable authenticity. or whatever. Yeah. But Gary's obviously presence is so everlasting that they say this is his trusty barrel called Brian the Barrel. This is his toilet called no, that's Tina the toilet. He has 4 beds. That's his bed. This is Vipad's bed. This is Cruz's bed. But Cruz, he got word from his messengers that Cruz's name's changed to Brad Bangkok, so he's wondering what's going on with his son. And this is where that's the Doom's bed, yeah. And all 3 of his people have gone. This is his lovely table called Thomas the Table. And
Thomas the Table to go with Timothy. Very nice.
Yeah, and this is Charlie the Chair. Oh, I forgot to introduce you all to Patrick the Pillar and Stephen the Stairs. And he doesn't. Him and Stephen don't get along because he walks on Stephen all the time. He didn't name anything in this room because this was Gary's home, and
you have a fancy chest there.
Yeah, that's Gary's chest, and he's not going to open that chest because Gary's very important to him, and he respects Gary's privacy.
Oh, and you seem to have some fancy plants and some fancy notes and some fancy chemicals and crystals and even some candles of invocation there.
Gary was a very, very productive goat in his time, and he managed to procure a lot of these things. But candles of evocation sounds incredibly useful in a time like this. So he's gonna pray, and he's gonna say, Gary, I know you're not here anymore, but I kind of need to get back to the group. Even though Midge smells, Creek's rhymes are getting under my skin, and I'm jealous of Lumpa's sword. But I'm going to take one of your candles, Gary, and I hope that's okay.
Okay. And let's all just hope that Gary is not just an imaginary goat friend. And upstairs is the massive eye. What is this massive eye, by the way? Is this like how you watch the multiverse? It's like your observatory or something?
This was Edward the Eye. He's never blinked. Fun story about him. He's never blinked once in his life. His eye is incredibly dry. Some would say he has like the wild space version of glaucoma, and I have to always apply ointment to his eye. And he's never actually said a word to me, but he's kept every secret I've told him.
And I must say, Morrigan, the part here of this architecture that seems the most abstract and really draws my attention are these foul gestures that you have sculpted and the edges of your tower.
Yeah, that's for everyone who does not believe that Gary's a real person, real goat, and thinks he's imaginary. And it's funny because the power that he prays to, that he's been asking to throw him a bone, seems to really believe that. But in other news, Gary built these himself. He was a very precarious goat. He had posable thumbs too. And this tower is in honor to Gary. I call it Gary the Tower.
Oh, and I must say, I find interesting your taste in architecture to have that mosaic window of a Mind-Flayer. Is there a specific reason?
So, fun story about Gary. He's actually a Mind-Flayer in his spare time. And, and he promised. There was some guy called, I think his name was Palperon was his name. And Gary, funnily enough, nearly made him a deal where Palperon would have became a Mind-Flayer. But all Palperon wanted was his own goat back, seemingly enough, called Gary. It's a very small wild space we live in, guys. But yeah, that's Gary the Mind-Flayer, Gary the Goat Mind-Flayer.
Gary the Mind-Flayer goat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. That gives me so many bad ideas. All right, so Morrigan, now that you are here under your gigantic, weird Sauron-looking like eye.
Come on, his name's Edward. Call him by his name.
It's Edward the Eye. Okay. So now that you are here under Edward, what would you like to do?
So he's gonna reach over the edge of Gary the Tower, and he's gonna pat Gary the Mind-Flayer on the head, and he's gonna be like, I knew you wouldn't mind. You came in clutch." And he's gonna pull out his candle of evocation that he's just got, and he's going to cast the gate spell, I believe, from the candle of evocation.
Okay. And if it's the first time you're lighting up a candle of invocation, is going to be fully consumed, and you can cast the gate spell. And what is the specific location you were going for? And while you were showing us your crib, I forgot to tell you, you got a little sending message from Vokar saying, "Hey, if you're not too busy with your kids, quote unquote, and you don't mind just dropping back to Neverwinter and finish the mess you guys created, would be much appreciated. We are going to the catacombs under Castle Never."
Is this I'm able to reply back sending, yes?
Yes.
Vokar, because this isn't my first rodeo, what are the coordinates?
all right.
And he says, because of
that's metagaming. That's not allowed. No, I'm just kidding.
He replies to you with another sending. He says, because it's protected by you-know-who, you won't be able to teleport there directly. Come to the shore near the back of Castle Never. There's a secret entrance. Just go through there.
Perfect. Thanks for those coordinates, Vokar. Any goats around?
Oh, God.
He doesn't reply. Maybe he was saving his spell slots. Who knows? All right. So it seems that Cyril and Morrigan are heading back to Neverwinter, and while they are on their way to find the catacombs under Castle Never, let's go back to the party who was about to be shot by a solar. And
no big deal.
No, nothing really to worry about, guys. Just another day in the life of a Lich. Just like a normal Friday. All right. So here comes one of the shots with his lame longbow, and that is a 29 to hit. I'm gonna just choose a target. 1 and 2 is Creek, 3 and 4 is Necrolumpa, 5 and 6 is Midge. Necrolumpa, that's you. That's a 29 to hit you. Jasumi does.
I'd like to think I dodge out of the way of that.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely. The massive radiant arrow just comes out of that creature's bow, and in your direction, Creek, and you move your head out of the way, and bang! It hits Necrolumpa right in the chest. Necrolumpa, you take 13 points of piercing damage plus 32 points of radiant damage for a total of 45. And you gotta roll for me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or you die.
Wow.
I mean, for a week at least.
Ooh. I rolled a 6. I swear
Wow,
I
do
had
you have
a-
inspiration?
I swear I did before I
You got bardic
entered.
inspiration.
You have Bardic Inspiration, you can roll that D12 to see if you can pass the DC 15 check. All you need is a 12.
Wait, no.
Hey, that's 6 plus 9.
Yeah, that's 6 plus 9, so that's exactly what I needed.
Oh, you roll. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at my roll.
Wow.
You rolled a 6. Yes, I was looking at my tree and think it was your roll. No point. No problem. 6 plus 9. Yes, that's exactly what you needed to pass the check. And you don't die, Necrolumpa, but that hurt.
I used my legendary reaction, unveil. What's it called? Infectious inspiration to inspire Loompa again.
Legendary reaction.
Not legendary. My reaction to do infectious inspiration.
All right. Very good.
You get it again.
And
Appreciate it.
and she gets her D12 again. Very good. And that was just the first attack of that creature.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh boy.
Legend lives for those moments.
Yeah.
He loves
No, really. All right.
I
So
can hear you laughing in the background.
no, I'm not laughing out of this. I'm laughing out of the circumstances, of course.
Different DM laughing.
Yeah, evil DM in an evil campaign. Just so you guys know, you are in the evil side. I'm right now. I'm playing the good guys. I'm playing the Celestial.
Oh yeah.
The multiverse is cheering for the Celestial.
Never
I
helps
think.
you sleep, legend.
All right. He pulls his great sword and he throws the great sword in the air. And that great sword is a flying great sword. And
Of course it is.
because of course it is, yes. And the soul releases its great sword and it hovers magically in an occupied space within 5 feet of him. And he commands that great sword to come mentally to come down and attack one of you as a bonus action. So let's choose who is going to be attacked by the great sword. And that's Midge.
Midge.
So Midge, here comes the great sword attack for a 18 to hit. Does that hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And is this
so that's
magical?
yes, absolutely it is. Yes, a flying great sword that is bigger than you.
Figured, hey, why not?
And it comes and slashes you for 20 points of damage and 29 points of radiant damage for a total of 49.
49.
And
Ouch.
and that great sword, it keeps flying there near you. And that's the end of Sir Brownnose's turn. And with that, Midge, what would you like to do?
So where's the sword? It's like next to me.
Is next to you, yes. I'm gonna bring
Okay.
a little flying sword there. But go ahead, have your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna challenge your token catalog here, legend. But Midge gets hits with the sword.
Damn it, that hurt! Alright. Time to toughen up a bit.
And as a bonus action, let me make sure it's bonus. She's going to cast Guardian of Nature. And she's going to turn into a giant tree. So all of a sudden she grows bigger, her skin gets barky, leaves, she becomes an ant, basically. I gain
Okay.
10 temporary hit points, Constitution saving throws are advantage. Dex and wisdom-based attacks are advantage. And all the ground within 15 feet of me, so I probably need an aura, becomes difficult terrain.
Very nice. Very nice. And you've become large side, right?
It doesn't really say a size, but it just says I grow. It says a giant tree. It doesn't say anything about growing in size, but I would assume.
Well, if it's a giant, is at least huge. If they're using the word giant, it's at least.
Or it says great tree. Great tree. I'm sorry. I don't want to misquote. It says great tree.
Okay.
So, I mean, I would assume it would be giant.
Make him huge.
All right, let's have a huge giant midge here in the middle of this room, which is there. You go, midge.
All right. So she's a tree, though.
She's a tree.
So,
yes.
She's a tree. Yeah. So we'll try and work on finding a
yes, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find the end.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't. I have some things I probably should message you about. All right. So that was a bonus action, and according to your rules, I can cast another spell. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a high tier campaign, so I allow my players to cast. I don't restrict to cantrips. You can cast a bonus action and action spells from any level, and the same is true for any class feats. If you are a rogue or a melee attacker, you can, and you're capped to 1 use per turn, you can now use as many times as you have resources to do so in your turn. So go ahead, Midge, and cast another spell.
Yeah. So Midge is going to. Reach out with one of her branches. We'll say that her staff kind of molded into one of the tree branches for one of her arms. So she'll reach out her arm and she will, let me see, she will cast confusion on this Solar. Wisdom 18 save, please.
Okay. And he rolled a 30.
Holy crap. Well, it was worth a try. Midge will look down at the other guys and go, I'm not so sure what I can do against this. I tried to confuse him, but yeah, these Celestials, they're kind of smart, you know? And
maybe he'll listen to reason then. I have an idea.
All right. Now, question, for movement's sake, will that sword trigger a attack of opportunity because it's next to me?
No.
No? Okay.
No, he's not sentient.
Okay. So 40 feet.
He has to move that sword of his mind.
You know what? Midge is... Goodness, you know what? Yeah, Midge is gonna move... up next to... She's gonna go ahead and move, like... Tower. She's gonna lumber down the stairs.
Tree thinks to himself, I've never seen a tree move like that.
But of course, her voice is still as annoying and hey guys, I'm gonna move a bit closer. And that'll complete her turn.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, and just like that, we are back to Necrolumpa. Necrolumpa, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna continue moving. And I will try to talk to the ghost that's possessing Volker and just say, "Hey, ghosty ghost."
Hey, ghosty
I
ghost.
don't think you.
Yes.
I don't think you want.
Let's go, Loompa.
Hey, ghosty ghost. All right.
I don't think you want to be in that body. I think, if you wanna be what's it called? Promoted by your boss, the Whispered One. I think you might wanna be inside my body. I mean, you saw he kind of liked me, so just saying.
Roll deception.
Okay. I have a +1, and I rolled so badly. I rolled a 5. Could I
You can
know
have
the
my
DC?
inspiration.
Oh, is it?
You can have my
I
inspiration.
have a +1.
You can use
though,
my
okay.
inspiration.
And you got my bard inspiration too.
I know, yeah. Okay, so I'll roll that 12.
Remind me your speed as a tree.
Oh my god, no, this is
My
so
speed doesn't change.
bad.
It's 40, but I do have an aura of 15 feet around me that becomes difficult terrain.
So you try deception, and even with the bardic inspiration and the inspiration, apparently you are very disinspired today, Necrolumpa, as the maximum you rolled was an 8, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, and the creature on the other side in the body says,
No way! I can command a freaking celestial from this body. This is awesome.
So I'll just try and talk to Sir Brownnose instead then and say to him, can't you just see he's possessed? You're not working for your real master. You heard it. It's a ghost inside of it. Why are you doing what he says?
roll persuasion, as he's thinking about it.
Oh god, a +1 on that as well. I'm running so bad. A 5. Oh my god. I need to change my dice.
And Sir Brownell says, I do what the master of the Iron Flask says, regardless of who it is. I hope Master will feel better soon.
That's not your master. I guess you're gonna help your master die. I'll let him know when he wakes up. Don't worry. That's the end of my turn.
All right. And
Strange.
Creek, what would you like to do?
All right. How far is the drop from here to the ground if I decide to go off the ledge?
I'll call it 20 feet.
Oh, well, I'm resistant to that. So free action, I'm jumping.
Very good.
And I'm going to walk. What?
Go ahead.
While avoiding the ruins, because I remember seeing someone touch the ruins earlier and something bad happened.
Yes.
What are you laughing at? You aren't even here dealing with this.
As I tiptoe through the ruins, I'm gonna go up to the. I'm gonna say to the soul, I'm like, I know you're supposed to protect your master and all, but that ghost intends to harm whoever's in it. If you really want to help your master, why don't you expel the ghost inside of him? And I want to try to persuade the solar.
By all means, go ahead.
$32.
Wow.
Nice, come on.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Now we're talking.
And he says, I can't go against the master of the flask. But if what you say is true, and the person who controls the flask is not my true master, then maybe Maybe you were right, evil creature.
Wait, I'm not evil, am I?
Well, to his eyes, you are a freaking lich.
Oh.
So get used to it. He can see your true nature, and says, "Well, I can see you're not lying. I would know."
Oh, Solars have that power, right?
Yeah, they know when someone is lying.
Yeah.
Nope.
I am an ally of your true master, and I know this person possessing him is not your true master. Please let me help.
What do you suggest me to do?
Well, you can't do anything directly. What if I'm able to grab the flask?
If you grab the flask, you would still require attunement to it. No, maybe not. Master is not attuned to it. That's why the creature can control it. So yeah, you are right. Maybe if you grab the flask, I can do as you wish, as you will be the new master of the flask. And that is by the way, that's a very prestigious title, Master of the Flask.
Ooh.
Midge just disappeared.
Yeah. Okay, it's back.
There she is.
You're an
that's
intern.
awesome. That rocks. Thanks, dude.
Well, I know you're going to still attack us, but I'll do my best to get to the flask.
Okay. I will try my best, I guess, to not kill you.
And I tell the others, if they didn't hear that already, to get the flask from Vokar.
And Creek, is that the end of your turn? Or would you like to do anything else?
Does that count as my action with that whole conversation?
No. Role
All
playing
right.
is free action.
As my action, I'll dash then.
All right. And the spirit in Volkar's body says,
Okay. Hey, how about you shoot them again?
and as a legendary action, Sir Brownose is going to shoot you again. Actually, Sir Brownose is going to release a Searing Burst as his legendary action. And everybody... no, not a Searing Burst, sorry, a Blinding Gaze. As he looks at one creature within 30 feet of him, and that can only be Midge. Because it's 30 feet,
Yeah.
the range.
Too low. Gotcha.
Yeah, and you gotta do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or you're blinded.
Okay. I have advantage in this tree form on Constitution saving throws.
Excellent.
Nice.
Roll of
That's
advantage.
why I did this. That's why I
Massive.
chose this form. Yeah. Oops.
As he looks at
Oh,
you,
God.
and
You got Bardic Inspiration.
and you feel.
I know I have Bardic Inspiration. Hold on.
Yes,
I have
it's a
Bardic
DC
Inspiration.
15. All you need is a 5.
Yeah, I have a D12. So hold on.
Come on.
Woo.
Nice.
There's a 17.
Very nice.
I use my reaction to give him Infectious Inspiration.
So I have it again?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So you're not blinded as he glows his eyes at you, and you can see the radiant energy covering you, and suddenly there's a bright light in your eyes. But as a tree, that did nothing to you.
Midge goes,
You're too pretty! Stop! Stop! You're hurting my eyes!
and the spirit invoker's body
It says, what can I do here? Does he have anything? Does he have anything I can troll? That guy's coming towards me. What is this? This seems like a potion. Is this another? Ooh, it's a potion of invisibility.
and the spirit drinks a potion of invisibility, hoping it will be invisible to you. But, as you know,
We have
true sight.
true sight.
Can I do a performance or deception to play dumb? And be like, where
yeah,
did he go?
absolutely. And it's going to move 30 feet all the way here. All right. As it goes all carefully stepping, and it's like, oh, left. This is the left leg. This is the right leg. And it's just walking towards the edge, still invisible, hoping that this will work.
Midge rubs her eyes and looks down at Creek and says, "Wait a second, where'd he go?"
I don't know. We gotta find him.
And it's now the turn of Sir Brownose, and he will choose a creature at random to attack, and that's you, Midge.
Midge again. Yep.
All right, so here comes an attack from the slaying longbow.
She's
And
the biggest target in the room, so you know.
Fair enough. So here comes, and that's a 25 to hit you for 16 points of piercing damage plus 27 points of radiant damage for a total of 43. And Midge, you gotta do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or you're dead.
Okay, hold on. DC 15 con.
Yes, DC 15 Constitution save.
All right, so I have advantage
Very
in
nice.
this one.
I have inspiration if you need it as
Wait,
well.
do I? So here's just a tactical question. Do I, because I have advantage in this form, do I roll my Constitution save to hold? Because this is concentration. Do I roll that before I do this con save?
First you do the con save, then you do the concentration.
Okay.
You're taking damage while in this form.
22.
Excellent, you've passed. Now you roll your concentration.
Okay, is this just a straight? Is this a save or just a check?
It's a Constitution save.
Okay.
Con for Constitution, con for concentration.
All right. So I have advantage on this too.
Yeah. No,
what-
not to keep concentration. No. This is a concentration save, not concentration check.
Constitution. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So then it's. I don't know what.
Just a normal con save. Just roll a con save.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think you
No
already
problem.
did. You rolled
You
it
already.
once.
Wait. Unless you have any ability that keeps. No, you don't. All right. That is.
So the
Nice.
first one was
That's good.
against his attack. The second one was to hold my concentration.
Yeah, to hold a concentration, you would need a 21. So you lose your concentration.
Oh, you got my bardic
I
inspiration.
have my bardic
Use
inspiration.
Inspiration.
Go ahead. That's a good thing about you need just 2 in that D12.
Wow.
And you got there, and you maintain your concentration. Very nice. And now Sir Brownose is going to move that moving sword right there to another target, and that's Creek.
No.
And Creek, that massive sword comes towards you and is going to attack you.
Gives me flashbacks.
And that's a 31 to hit you
That definitely hits.
for 22 points of slashing damage and 37 points of radiant damage for a total of 59.
I can feel it in my vertebrae again.
as it's the giant sword just slashes you again, and you can see pieces of your bones just being cracked down, Creek. And you gotta roll a concentration save.
That's definitely not enough.
Nope. And you lose concentration or pass without a trace. All right. And that's the end of Sir Brownnose's turn. And the Midge, what would you like to do?
Okay, question for you. So this is kind of a creative way of using this spell, but if I cast Grasping Vine, can I try and grab the flask from Vokar's hand with the vine? I mean, I have to move closer to do it, but...
You can direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet of it that you can see. That creature must succeed on a dex saving throw or be pulled 20 feet directly toward the vine. Well, why not? You can use the vine to lash out at a creature.
Yeah.
Yes, you can aim the command at the hand.
Okay.
And the vine would aim at the hand that has the iron flask. So that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So we're casting Grasping Vine.
Very good.
Hold on. I gotta. So the vine can go 30 feet away. Oh, it's concentration. Never mind. If I can take that away.
You're midway to your casting. Suddenly you go like,
oh, wait a second.
maybe
Wait
not.
a second. Yeah, never mind. Can I do that?
Well, Midge, while you were figuring out what you're gonna do,
you're gonna go back to the other guys. That's fine.
No. They actually entered the room.
Okay.
Guys, it took you a little bit of time, but you finally found the entrance to this place. A bit complicated. You had to go through a bunch of cultists on the way. Most of them have been obliterated or disintegrated, or they were so scared of you that they just ran away. And after making a mess and a little massacre on your way down here, you finally arrive at this cave. It's right where Vokar said it would be. There is a massive solar in the middle of the room, carrying a slaying bow. Seems to be very radiant. There is a gigantic greater sword that is flying near Creek and attacking him. There is a massive tree that is walking down the stairs. You can't see Vokar because you don't have an angle from where you are. But you do see Necrolumpa hiding behind a statue. So yeah, you can click on your tokens and roll initiative for us.
Morgan, I told you it was the left. Not the first left, but the other left. Morgan?
Morrigan?
Sorry, I'm muted.
His jaw dislocated again.
Sorry, Cyril. You distracted me by just consistently talking about your dead wife. I know she's dead. I get it. Okay? You don't need to cry about it anymore.
Look, she's not only dead. We're all dead. She's gone. You don't get it yet, so I obviously have to keep going on about it.
No, this is Lichdom 101. We are undead. She is dead. Let it go. Just like she has been let go.
Oh, man. You'll know someday when you grow old. Find true love.
I'm 400.
How old are you, Cyril?
How old am I? I think I'm quite young. Only 347.
Oh, yeah.
Rookie numbers.
Look at the baby.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right, I have my move if they're
All right, and my roll 20 just crashed. So let's wait for. Let me put my little technical issue song here while while I get back to you. We are experiencing technical issues. Please stand by. So, Midge, you can declare what you would like to do.
Yeah.
When...
So first thing she's gonna do is go ahead and move 40 feet, which should put her like right about there.
All right, very nice. And my roll 20 is back. So,
Which should put her, because of her size, close to them, and then she is going to reach out with one of her hands. She'll actually use a vine and try and take just take it from him forcefully. The flask.
okay.
So I believe I have advantage on
By
strain.
using divine.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
it's just the tree. She'll use a tree branch and like her
Excellent.
hand. So I believe I do have advantage on strength. No, I don't. That's the other one. Okay. So this is gonna suck. All right, we'll try this. So what is this? Just a strength check?
It's just sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Ooh, that's a little
Yeah.
bit better. Okay. It's 13. And if
Yeah.
possible, I will go ahead and did it pass?
I will see now.
I was going to use my bardic inspiration.
The number
to
to
ensure.
beat. The number to beat is 26.
Oof. So even with a 12, I would only get a 25. So I wouldn't grab it. Then, so that'd be my action. Bonus action. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do for a bonus action. So that'll
All right.
complete my turn. Yep.
Okay, Midge. And with that, we are back to Necrolumpa. What would you like to do? I mean, besides hiding behind that statue, there's a bigger statue there, just to your left.
Just going around here. I believe this is where my items are, so I'll just pick them all up.
Very good. Better to get to the items than to let anyone just come here and steal your sunblade and your mantle of spell resistance. Now, you haven't unattuned to the items. You just dropped them, and you were never more than 100 feet away from them, so that's fine. You can just equip them back with your action and bonus action in this turn.
Alright. Okay,
Time to kick some ass.
so that would be the end of my turn then, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Your end of your turn, or just putting that mantle back
Let me
on
just
your
go
back.
behind
Oof,
it,
it was a bit cold in here.
and I'll go
and,
behind that statue.
And just taking your sunblade and preparing to just testing if it still works.
Mm.
All right, Creek, what would you like to do?
Well, since I saw Midge be able to run away from the sword, Creek is going to move away from it.
Okay.
And Creek will move over to here, looking at the solar. Like, man, I wonder where Vokar went. Just still pretending to play dumb. Like, Midge, when I find Vokar, I'll keep him still for you. Just make sure to grab the flask.
Yeah, I tried reaching out to find him, but I couldn't find him.
Where are you, Vokar, you sneaky little Lich? And what I'll do is I'm playing dumb, I will take out the iron bands of Belaro.
Yeah.
And just for a second, when I'm done playing dumb, I will throw him to attack, so it can constrain Vokar.
Very nice.
So let me just roll the attack.
First roll deception.
34.
Excellent. You did convince the ghost that you were you're a very good actor. And you convinced the ghost that you had no idea where Vokar was. Go ahead and attack.
Alright, it's my dex plus proficiency, so I'm just going to do a dagger attack and assume I'm throwing it.
Yeah.
Does 26 hit?
It does.
As they fly by, Midge is gonna go, "Hey, what are you doing?"
So now Vokar is restrained, and on his turn he has to do a DC 20 to break free from it, as the bands just constrain on him.
Very nice. And as the band constrains Vokar, he is no longer benefiting from his invisibility. At least the bands are not invisible as they restrain him. So, Creek, what else would you like to do?
Alright, that was my action. My bonus action, I'm going to cast Unsettling Words on Vokar, on the ghost controlling Vokar.
It's the same. The target is the same. While the ghost is possessing Vokar, it's on Vokar.
Alright, then I'll do it on Vokar, and I'm going to say...
Isn't that a reaction?
No, it's a bonus action for Unsettling Words.
Okay.
You're just a kid using an overpowered body. You have no idea what the real world's like. It's time for you to surrender that soul. Anytime he has to do a saving throw or an ability or anything, he's gonna do minus a just subtract 3 from it.
Excellent. All right, and Morrigan. That's the end of your turn, Creek, I assume?
Yes, as I tell Midge to grab the flask.
All right. Morrigan, what would you like to do?
Morrigan is going to move 30 feet on top of this pillar, and he's going to look back at Cyril, and he's going to say, I learned this from fanboying over Creek, and he's going to clear his lungs, and he's going to say, statues of stone, you are my targets. I cast animate objects, and he's going to target these statues.
All right.
I say to Morgan, your tone is getting better. Keep at it.
I lost my vocal cords a long time ago, so I'm trying. Appreciate you.
All right. So these statues are huge, so they count as 8 objects. You can't animate an object that's larger than huge, so the one in the middle, and you can do that up to 10. So this counts as 8. You have 2 more. What would you like to do?
Let's. Is there any more
There's
statues?
ones down here. How far? There's ones down here on this stairwell.
120 feet.
What's the huge statue beside you?
That's 140 away. I can't sadly reach that. So this is sorry, Legend. This is the only one I cannot animate, right?
Yeah, this one you cannot animate.
Okay.
To animate one of these would be 8, and you have 2 more. You can take any rock in the room, any loose rock, one of those cushions if you want to soften the blow.
So,
What are these right here? Braziers?
Those are cushions.
Oh, are
They're
they?
cushions.
Oh,
Cushions.
oh,
What
okay.
about the school statue with the sword?
Right next to you.
Can I animate a sword?
Sword.
One of the.
There's swords down
They're
here.
not loose. They're not loose. But
not
there are pieces of broken statue here, and there are swords. Yes, you can animate these swords. They're drop here.
Well,
on the
let's
ground.
animate. Let's animate Sam
That one
and
looks-
Samantha the swords.
Sam and Samantha.
Yeah, and then
All
there's
right.
Stephen the statue.
I really wonder if you have like a dictionary of names near you right now, and you're just going through, you're just going through the pages. Oh, I got S. Sam and Samantha.
He has a baby naming book next to him.
Yeah. So Stephen the statue and Sam and Samantha the swords.
Steve the statue. Isn't the Steve the name of the stairs as well?
You're
That was
right. No,
Steven.
this
was
is
Steven.
Steve the statue. Yeah, this is Steve the statue and Steve the
Oh,
stairs.
and that was Steven.
Keep
All
up,
right.
Legend. Keep up.
Oh no, I won't. I will count on you to remind me. Good luck. All right. So let me put a token here just for the statue, for lack of an angel token here. Let me bring this. Where's and you should be able to move this token, Morrigan. Voila. So you can move that statue token whatever you want, and let me get some swords as well. What do you want to do with them as you animate them?
I'm gonna. Steve, could you be a doll and go and pick up Sam and Samantha and deal with this horrid-looking angel creature?
And Sam and Samantha are broken in half, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Sam and Samantha really letting down the team here.
There's a scimitar. There's a scimitar that's whole down there. This one right
Yeah, yeah,
Two of
that
them.
is.
Two of them are.
Scimitar.
These two are not broken.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is true. 2 of them. I had to zoom in really close, but yeah. 2 of them. Okay, so Sam and Samantha are not broken. Okay, so you want Steve to go and wield Sam and Samantha. You can drag the token around. at will.
Let's get. It's a bit okay. Let's get Steve to pick up Sam and Samantha
Okay.
and get him to attack. Brown Nose.
Okay. Brown Nose is at 60 feet high, so Steve comes and picks up Sam and Samantha, but unfortunately, he's out of range. You can throw them.
I was just about to say Sam and Samantha are about to have their first flying lesson. So he's going to throw Sam and Samantha at Brown Nose.
Okay, very nice. Go ahead and roll a D20 for me.
D20. Oh, I actually have hit and damage die in the spell. Do you want me to roll those with the D20?
To hit, tiny attack, small attack, medium attack. That would be a tiny attack because that's a sword. So yeah, roll to hit from the spell. That's fine.
That's a 15.
A 15 does not hit, Sir Brownose.
Oh. And then I'll roll for Samantha. Boom. 24.
A 24 hits.
Let me get this again. 1d4 plus 4 for 6 damage.
Very nice. As Samantha goes all the way up there, flying like the brave little sword she is, and just like that, Morrigan, you've managed to hit Sir Brownose with 6 points of piercing damage.
He's bloody.
How is-
No, I'm just kidding.
How is he going to survive this? I have no idea.
Samantha's coming in clutch. See, she has tricks up her sleeve.
So,
And then, as a bonus action, who do I have on the 6th level? We'll just Misty Step, I suppose. How far
Where?
is this cushion?
How far is that cushion? 150 feet down.
Well, Samantha had her first flying lesson, and Morrigan's going to do the same. So he's gonna jump, and then when he's close to the cushion, he's going to Misty Step on top of the cushion.
Very good. So let's test Morrigan's reflexes. Let's test his timing. Roll a what would that be? Let's just roll a simple perception check.
See if you can gauge how close to the ground he is.
Assume,
Yeah, 23.
yes. Very nice. Your eyes still work somehow, Morrigan, and you've managed to just teleport in the right moment, and avoid the worst. Avoid your bones to be scattered all over this room. And you land on the cushion very nicely.
And Cyril, that is how it's done. And he will end his turn there.
Okay. And as a legendary action, the pissed off Sir Brownose that you just attacked with a sword turns to you and performs a blinding gaze, and you got to do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw for me, or you're
DC
blinded.
15. Con.
Oh no.
What's going on here? Oh, it's just rolled a concentration check on that. We're going to use inspiration for that. Roll. There we go. 16.
Very nice. That was a whole lot of Constitution saves.
Yeah, it did the thing. I have Warcaster, so it rolled and then just rolled its. It gave a pop up for, is it a concentration check? And then it just all rolled itself.
Okay, all right. So he tries to blind you. It doesn't work, Morrigan. And you just sit comfortably in that little cushion as you reach the ground. Cyril, what would you like to do?
Cyril, being the slow fella he is going to trundle over to the edge here. His mere 20 meters. I'm assuming I can see over this. It's not like a very high ledge, is it?
No, you can just step on the ledge if you want.
I don't have the movement.
With that giant armor, I think you could potentially just climb on the ledge. That's fine.
I was hoping you'd have me on the inside of me and Morgan's when we spawned in. I'm just simply going to cast Bigby's hand into the middle of the room, And,
Okay.
At level 5. I don't know why that did damage. That wasn't meant to do damage. Apologies. And then it says subsequent turn, so I'm assuming I can't use it this turn.
All right. What is the hand that you are using for Bigby's hand?
I'm going to use the grasping hand.
Grasping hand.
Grasping
All right.
hand. And I'm going to use it on Sir Brown Nose,
Excellent.
which is within my 120. And it's a grapple check against my strength against his, as in the hand strength against his, which is
All right.
a 26 for me. So I'm not sure what way the grapple would work. It just says to resolve the grapple, use the hand strength score.
All right. Just roll the hand's strength, which is a 26, if I remember correctly, plus weight, plus 8. So roll 1d20 plus 8.
1d20 plus 8, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just do a d20 first, and then... so that's a 7 plus 8, 15.
Okay. 15, and let's see how high Sir Brownose can roll this. And he rolled a nat 20.
Of course.
And the massive hand comes to grab Sir Brownose, and he just slams the hand out of the way. And the hand is just awkwardly staying there near him. You know when someone put the hand quite close to your face and says, "I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, my hand's here, but I'm not touching you." That's kind of what you're doing with that Bigby's hand.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I'll be honest, that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Cyril doesn't have much more movement.
This was your action and bonus action. Okay. And it's now Volkar's turn. And Volkar is just going to run away from the tree. And oh yes, he's restrained. Thanks for reminding me.
He
Oh,
can't
I
go
got
anywhere.
I
So-
gotta zoom in here because I'm way zoomed out.
He's also in difficult terrain if he does get out.
Yeah.
No, he's restrained. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
And a spirit inside him says,
What can I do now? There's gotta be. He has to know something. Yeah, I have to be able to do something. Hey! Angel guy! Can you just come down here and free me? And just take me away from this Liches and stuff, and then you slay them on your way out?
"As you wish, master." And that's the end of Volkar's turn. Possessed Volkar's turn. And Sir Brownose is going to fly down to help Volkar. And he flies down 60 feet.
So he's going
And-
to use an action to break that?
Yes, absolutely. Remind me, that's a DC 20 strength check, right?
Yes.
All right. So, and he rolled a 25. And he just pulls the big bands of Bilaro and just snaps them out and releases fake Volkar from his restraints. Then he grabs Volkar, the invisible Volkar, on his lap, grabbing him in the best bodyguard way as he heads towards, as he flies away with Volkar on his arms.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
My bad.
Yes, you do.
It'd just be an unarmed, right?
Yes.
11. Probably not going to hit.
No, that does not hit.
And I also realized that my unarmed strikes do 0 damage. So she just swats. She just swats at him with a branch, and completely misses. Yeah.
All right, and Sir Brown-Nose fly as high as he can with Volcar, all the way 80 feet up on a diagonal. And for those of you who are thinking, how does distance work for the range in D&D? Well, we just use the non-Euclidean solution, which is you take the biggest of the two distances between horizontal and vertical, and that's the distance between you and the enemy. That makes it simple, and you don't have to bring your Pythagorean calculator to every session of D&D when you have altitude. All right. And just like that, Sir Brown-Nose is about 80 feet in the air with invisible Volcar in his arms. Medj, what would you like to do?
Yeah. So Midge will reach out.
Get back here!
Reach out one of her branches, and so 80 feet is the distance total that we're looking at. All right, Chill Touch has 120 feet. So, I will cast Chill Touch.
Yeah.
And I believe I have advantage because this is a wisdom based. Let me double check. Yep. So I have advantage on this. So let's do this. Advantage. Oh, I'm casting it at Volcar in the angel's hands.
Very good.
So that's a 29.
A 29 does hit, yeah.
All right. And the damage. Oh my god. Yeah, like
16 points of necrotic damage. Ah, Midge. You forgot.
Yeah. Oh
He's a
crap!
lich.
I meant to do it at the angel. Oh god! I even looked up to see make sure it was necrotic. That's fine. It was my own bad. My own bad. It's
Well,
fine.
he has resistance. At least it's not one of those he's immune.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
And Midge, what else would you like to do in your turn?
Let's see. Midge will. Let's see. Am I? Is that 40 feet? Midge will. Walk over next to Morrigan and reach out a branch and say, "It's you got here," and that'll complete her turn.
All right, and
Oh, that was a stupid move.
and just like that, it's the end of your turn, Midge, and we are back at the top of the initiative. But before we go any further, let's take a short break of 5-10 minutes, and we'll be right back, everybody.
You got it.
All right. So, Necrolumpa, what would you like to do? I'm struggling to hear you.
Yeah, I wasn't saying much. I don't have many options except for try to cast. So right now, Volgar is being held by Brown-Nose.
Yes, and apparently Sir Brown-Nose has the intent of obeying Volkar's order and take him away of this. Take him away of this place. And Morrigan, we can hear a lot of background noise on your end.
Sorry.
Is he still flying?
He's 80 feet up in the air.
80 feet.
Yeah. Well, from you, that is about 40 feet above you, but 115 horizontally. So he's 115 feet above, away from you.
115. All right. The only thing that I can think of doing is grasping hand with Bigby's hand.
Another Bigby's hand. All right.
Yep.
Here we go. All right.
So what do I have to do? So basically I'll create a large hand in order to attempt to grapple Sir Brown Nose, including Volkar, both together there.
Okay.
I'm back.
Alright, so you use the hand's strength score to resolve the grapples. What do I need to do?
So that's a 1d20 plus 8.
That I have to roll?
Yes.
That's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20. Okay. Okay. Let me bring that grasping hand. Slightly different from the one from Cyril. As he's trying to grapple Sir Brown-Nose.
Yes.
All right. And he rolled a 23. How much did you roll? Dirty 20.
Yeah.
So again, he just slaps the hand out of the way.
Silvery barb that.
All right. To who you give your advantage of the silvery barb?
I will give.
Oh wait, do you have range for the silvery barbs?
60 feet.
Yes.
So can I like go towards it and like dash or whatever?
So you can, for the reaction, you already did the check. So now if you move, yeah.
So like, is it working or not?
So yeah, the trigger is before the movement.
Okay.
And if you move down, by the way, you're gonna fall. Do you wanna? And you're gonna be farther away from the creature.
Okay. Okay, then I guess that's a fail.
Okay. I mean, just adding to, I must say, I never seen such a high level group have so much difficulty with one celestial and one ghost. You guys are really unlucky on the rolls today. Maybe it's the presence of Vecna in this room that is, that's throwing your dice off. All right. Necrolumpa, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I can't. I was looking to see. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Creek, what would you like to do?
Creek looks at the broken bands that the Celestial broke, and his smile actually drops for once. He thinks about his friend Barnabas, one of his friends before Vecna took him out. He made those bands for him, that dwarf buddy of his. Mm-hmm. And now he's lost that magical item. And he'll just slowly walk, like with that sad look in his face, and look both at Vokar and the Celestial. He's gonna take his guitar, and as he plays a loud noise and screams, he's gonna cast Psychic Scream at both of them.
Very nice.
So he's gonna target both of those two. Invoker has a -3. They have to do an Intel 20 save. On fail, they'll take 33 damage and be stunned. On pass, they'll take half. As you
Excellent.
hear Creek shred.
Okay. And can you give us a little bit of a description of what is the somatic component of this spell?
He starts playing a bit, and he says, "Oh, my friend, my fallen friend. Oh, your broken band. Now I will break your..." And then when he says mine, he goes... He just starts screaming out that word. He just goes...
All right, and now definitely definitely impacts them, and let me roll for Volcar. You said an intelligence, right?
Yes.
All right.
Rolled so many ones on that.
Did he roll? No? What is happening? The D&D Beyond broke again. Oh, come on, guys. We're streaming here. Oh, I'm trying to roll and it's giving the bug again. Let's put it
At least
in.
it wasn't jump gate. Wasn't it jump gate last time?
It was jump gate last time. Oh, there you go. A nat 20.
Even with that -3, I'm using my inspiration to have him re-roll.
So, a nat 20. Okay, you can use the inspiration to make him re-roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, a nat 20, regardless of modifier, he passed. All right, so let's try this again. And that's a 16 now. I assume that does not pass for Volcar.
So he's stunned and takes 33 foot psychic.
Stun and takes 33 points of psychic damage. All right, and it's now the turn of Sir Brownose.
If this is like that, then wasn't he supposed to subtract 3 from the roll that he did?
No, 3 is a modifier, so it's -3 is a modifier. So
okay.
So on a nat 20 or on a nat 1, regardless of modifier, you always pass. And on a nat 1, you always fail. All right, so Brownose rolled a 33. I assume that's enough.
He's not stunned. He takes half.
All right, he takes 16 points, 17 points of psychic damage. Very good. Creek, what else would you like to do?
Creek's gonna mourn the loss as he plays a song of thinking of his friend Darmus, and then just says to the others, "Look, let's see him give a command now to that solar," and just starts playing a mellow tune, and ends his turn.
And Creek, as you're playing that mellow tune, Sir Brownose is going to use his legendary action to teleport all the way 100, another 80 feet up, and he's now very close to the door.
Cyril, you're our only chance, dude.
As he's 10 feet above the level there. And Morrigan, what would you like to do?
Morrigan can't see the solar, right?
Nope. He's right there at the entrance where you just came down from.
All right. How is Morrigan gonna get up there? That's where Misty Step can take me.
That's That's
No,
not
that's
where
a
Mrs.
lot
Steppy,
further.
because of the
Yeah.
perspective,
higher?
this is 150 feet.
Yeah.
My bad. Alright. I have a spell, I just don't know which one it is. Is it this one? It is not that one.
Are you looking for Dimension Door?
No, I'm not looking for a dimension door. I thought I had a teleport, but I don't. All right. How do I do this? Morrigan is going to cast. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know what Morrigan's going to do. Can I swap with Cyril?
Yes. Cyril, what would you like to do?
Okay, thanks. What would I like to do? Right, I am going to cast Banishment on Sir Brownnose at level 5, and I'm also going to use...
Wait, does that take Vokar with him though?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
He's
one
targeting
creature.
Sir Brownose.
Yeah, one creature. And I'm going to use Conversion Future to guarantee a success.
Okay, Cyril, you gotta move, however, because you don't have a line of sight.
Apologies. There we go.
All right. And that's a DC 18 Charisma save, and you're saying you're using Conversion's Future to make just one above whatever he...
I'm going to make it so whatever he rolls is one below 18.
One below. All right. Yeah. And just like that, Sir Brownose is gone for 1 minute, and Volkar falls on his butt on the ground, break his hip, or cracks his hip, and takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is he prone?
He is definitely prone. He was...
I'm just gonna make
that whatever creature is inside Volkar was not expecting to have a lot of reflexes used to stand up. Even if it was Volkar, he would probably be prone. All right, Cyril. So you've bought your party about 1 minute without Sir Brownose. What would you like to do?
I would also my Big B's hand is gone because it's concentration.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be honest, guys. I can't really do a whole lot else. Yeah, I don't really have any bonus actions here to do, so that's me done, guys. Sorry. Oh, I may have made a mistake. Yeah, that's me done.
All right. And Morrigan, have you decided what you're going to do?
Yeah, Morrigan is going to polymorph.
Polymorph?
Himself into an I don't know, into an owl or an eagle. Let's go eagle.
Okay, eagle it is. A giant one or a small one?
Let's go giant.
Okay.
To then fly up to dash if we need to, up to the top, next to Cyril.
All right. So as a giant eagle, you have 80 feet flying speed. So you can go, if you dash, you can get there.
Yeah, let's dash.
All right. So let me add the giant eagle Morrigan to the turn order. Go ahead. Move your token.
And zippity zippity. And we'll just start flying in circles around Vokar.
All right. Well, you don't have enough movement for that. You barely have movement to go. But yeah, what's important is the intention.
Yeah, and am I able to end the concentration on the same spell on the same turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, and then
Okay.
give Cyril a thumbs up, and try and. Oh, I've used my action. Never mind. I was going to help Vokar, but I've used my action.
All right. And just like that, Morrigan is up there as he pulls a druid and wild shape into a giant moor eagle and head up there very fast. Wow, Midge, your presence near Morrigan is really having an influence on how he thinks about spells and magic.
Well, it's interesting because I just sent him a message saying that I was going to do the exact same thing and asking if he wanted to ride.
Great minds.
Yeah.
And Morrigan, I assume this is the end.
That is the end of Morrigan's turn.
Oh, and I got disconnected. That's why you can hear the evil laughter.
Yeah. Unless I can use a bonus action to help Vokar from his stun, but then it would be the end of my turn.
Why would you want to help him?
We need to get the flask.
Yeah.
I want to talk to him.
Okay, what do you want to say to that spirit inside Vokar?
Senior Spirit, why do you have a hold of my friend Vokar?
I took over this body and I'm the sole occupier of it, and I will take it to Vecna, and I'll make sure that I'm praised for my accomplishments. Vecna will finally give me a promotion, and I will be worthy in his eyes.
Do you know where Vecna is? I know how to pray for him to appear. That's guys. This spirit knows how to summon back, and we could use that. But yeah, I'd like my friend Vokar back pretty soon. Thank you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, we only have a minute, Morrigan.
I like to think this just goes on the entire time while our turns are going.
Yeah, 100%.
100 times no.
Ooh, you raise a big bargain. I fold.
And it's now Volkar's turn, and Volkar stands up from the ground, and whoops.
How can he move if
It's
he has
not
0 movement?
How does he have 0 movement?
Because I stunned him.
Oh yes, that is true. So in that case, Volkar is not going to get up from the ground. Where are my markers? Why is he? Where I can't see my markers on the token. Well, I hope the audience can. He can't get up. He's still invisible. Oh yeah, there you go. There are my markers. All right. So he's stunned. The only thing he can do is a DC. Remind me, DC 18 intelligence, 19,
20.
DC 20 intelligence. All right. So let's see if Volkar passes this one. And he rolled a 24. He passed.
So that ends his turn then.
Yes, that ends his turn. And he is he's still prone, but no longer stunned. And Midge, what would you like to do?
Midge calls up to Morgan. You stole my idea!
Well, I guess you got a good one.
And she is going to wild shape into a giant eagle and fly up there and join them. So doing the exact same thing with wild shape.
Very good. And when she lands up there, she's going to land as Midge?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So in that case, let's bring Midge back. There you go, Midge.
All right. And then as a bonus action, now I'm going to cast Grasping Vine
Very nice.
right next to Vokar.
All right. And I assume you're still trying to take the flask out of his hand.
Let's see. Yeah.
Very nice. Let's see, he passes this check.
So dexterity 18.
All right. He rolled a 21.
Good lord. All right. Well, the vine stays
This
there. 'cause
ghost is obstinated. He just wants. All it wanted was always to be a lich and become one of Vecna's top soldiers, and it now has that in his hand. It's not gonna let the flask go.
So it's a concentration spell, and the vine just stays right next to him.
Excellent.
So I don't know if you have a marker, if you just want to put a green dot or something.
Okay.
And that will complete my turn.
All right. And with that, we're back to Necrolumpa. Necrolumpa, are you the one who is going to end this endless? Because I gotta say, guys, the real music behind this whole round should have been. Oops! No, not this one. This one.
Oh, I can definitely do that one.
So much music
was
going on.
So much going on.
That's what I meant to. Different sex.
That has been
All right. So, talk about fumbling the soundboard. All right. So, you guys been trying to grab Volkar, and he's been slipping through your hands just like soap in prison shower. And Necrolumpa, what would you like to do?
So I'd want to move the hand and try to grapple.
How far can you move that? Because that hand was 80 feet high.
Right.
And it takes another 70 feet to get to Volkar there.
Really?
Yeah. It's on 150 feet ledge.
Yeah, but wasn't the hand like
It was
80
at
feet
80
high?
feet. Yes, so it would be 70 feet. If I remember correctly, you can only move the
60 feet.
60. So that's still 10 feet short.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's the end of my turn. I will just move a little this way.
Just start running towards us.
Yeah, it's gonna take me
Well, if you
Like-
dash,
4 or 5. Okay, alright. So if I dash, how much more I can move?
you can move 100 up to 100.
Oh, cool. Okay. So 60 here. Wait, I can't see.
No, accounting for what you already moved.
Oh. I
So
already
you
moved
move
the
50, so you have 50 more.
So that would be around here. And maybe as a... Oh, Misty Step is only 30 feet. But then again, could be useful, right?
Okay.
I'll wait for the next one.
All right.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Very good.
Wait. But I'm still moving the big beast hand. I see he's back there.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
still,
So you want to move. So you want to move this hand all the way.
Yeah, like 10 feet away
all right.
from him.
All right. So it's gonna be 140. All right. That's it.
Yeah.
Necrolumpa. Very nice. Okay. And Creek, what would you like to do?
I'm still playing that metal tune as you hear the do 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 do, and I'll say, "You think you can escape from us, Vokar, but as long as you can hear my music, you're not safe anywhere." And I utter his name as I use Rolithim's Psychic Lance. Even if I can't see him, I can still target him.
Okay. Very good.
And he needs to do a DC 20 intelligence save. On fail, he's incapacitated and takes full damage. On success, he takes half.
Guys, I gotta say, it seems like he's really trying to destroy Vokar.
Yeah.
Nothing personal.
Hey, if he destroy his body, at least the ghost has nothing to occupy. And Vokar failed. It takes
So he's-
32 points of psychic damage.
And incapacitated, and then Creek will just slowly start walking his way back up, avoiding the red ruins.
Very good. All right. And with that, Cyril, we're back at you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move up beside Vokar. And I'm gonna see if I can take the flask off him, to be honest. Which I'm assuming is sleight of hand, or would it be just a strength?
This is sleight of hand.
And does this take my action?
Just before
Yeah.
do me
Yeah,
and
as an
do me
interaction,
and-
it would take at least an action.
Do me and Cyril switch back in initiative?
Yes, you do actually. Sorry, Cyril.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
All right, Morrigan, what would you like to do?
I would like. Can you check your DM's legend?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Then proceed, I suppose.
Yeah, by all means. Declare, what are you going to do?
So Morrigan is going to turn to everyone, Midge and Cyril, and he's going to shout out, "Guys, I have the perfect idea." Morgan's going to whip out his Librum, and he's going to expend 3 charges from his Librum to cast a spell that is written in the tome without any verbal or somatic components, and he is going to wish cast Plane Shift on himself and Vokar.
Okay. And where are you plane shifting to?
We're going to go to my lair.
Oh.
All right. You gotta hold hands. Very nice. As you hold hands, you gotta give him a look of endearment in his eyes, and just like that, you cast your plane shift, and you guys just hear that sound, something happening, and just like that, Vokar and Morrigan are no longer there.
What are
And-
the yellow?
That sneaky lich. He's taking him for himself.
And Morrigan, let me bring you to your destination just for a moment. As Volkar is still invisible, thanks to the potion of invisibility, still incapacitated, and still prone, and still possessed. What would you like to do, Morrigan?
So
You're no longer in
Morrigan-
initiative.
Yeah, Morrigan's gonna drop his. He's gonna take off his hat, and he's gonna bow to the spirit, and he's gonna say, "I had to. Once you told me what you told me, I had to get you away from the rest of them because." And he's gonna whisper in his ear. He's gonna say, "I'm not like the others, Spirit. I'm a demi-lich of the Whispered One, and I would love nothing more than to summon His Highness."
What the?
You mean a false lich?
The false lich. That's it. A false lich.
And a spirit
Says, what's a false lich?
I am a strand of the Whispered One himself. I am, in some arguments, I am Vecna, but not his total being. I'm only a memory strand, or let's say a duplicate of some sorts. And I've been sent to infiltrate the ranks of this rebellious, disgusting group of liches that even call themselves liches to figure something out. And I would love nothing more than to hear your prayers and gaze upon the Whispered One.
and Volkar bows back in front of you, and the spirit inside of him says,
Ah, what an honor to meet a copy of the Whisper One. Oh, what an honor. Oh, thank you for blessing me with your presence. Thank you. All I wanted was to have, oh my God, all I want is to honor you and to have, to have my life and my own life dedicated to you. Now that I have this body, if you help me, I can become a powerful lich that will help achieve your objectives.
Hush, hush, hush. Kindred spirit, what is your name?
I was Geraldina.
Well, Geraldina, as I said, I'm only a strand of His Excellency, so please come into my tower and let us hear your prayer. And in summoning the Whispered One, I will tell him all, because I'm only a piece of him. I will tell him all about your exploits and your ways that you have helped His Excellency in continuing his dominance upon the lesser world, the lesser beings of said world.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, I'm incredibly grateful. Oh, in death I'll be honored for my devotion and dedication. Thank you so much.
And Morrigan opens the door and lets him in and brings him to his prayer room.
"What floor is the prayer room?"
Oh, it's Gary's floor. I think. Yeah,
This one.
That's the one.
All right. And fake Volcar, now no longer prone, still invisible, because the potion hasn't expired yet, and still incapacitated, reaches the level and says,
So what now? Are you going to summon him? Oh my god, I don't think I'm prepared for this. I can barely control the arms. And what do I do with it? What do I do with the flask? Should I summon the creature back?
Speak your prayer, Geraldina, and all will be revealed.
Oh, well, okay.
and the body of Volcar lays down on the ground, and the spirit of Geraldina, now in Volcar's body, says,
Oh, master of secrets, keeper of forbidden knowledge, I offer my mind, my body, and my soul to your dark wisdom. Grant me the power to see what others cannot, to know what other fears, and to wield your might. In the shadows, I find your truth. In whispers, your voice guides me. May your hand of decay touch my enemies, and may your eye of omniscience reveal their deepest fears. Vecna, Lord of the Unseen, let me be your vessel in this world, spreading your influence, unraveling the mysteries of life and death. All knowledge is yours, all power is yours. I serve, I obey, I am yours forevermore.
And Morrigan's gonna... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Morrigan's gonna open up his Librum, and in the hopes that he can write to Vecna, or Vecna writes to him and tell him, if he can write to him, he'll say, if you can see me now, I have Volcar. He's in my lair. Come and thwart the ever-growing pain that's been causing you the smallest of griefs, my lord.
And you see a message appearing in the pages of the book. Simple sentence. 3 words. On my way. And just like that, we wrap this session here.
That's a perfect place to end it.
Let's go.